Studio Series The Last Night Core Class Mohawk. This is my second re-review of a figure because, well, I don't know if I was harsh on this guy since I haven't watched my old video on it in a while, but let's just get right into the review of this flimsy little guy. So since Mohawk is a core class, he has a lot less paint and articulation compared to other figures in the Studio Series line, which I say isn't really fair that I critique this guy due to his, well, very low budget of a figure. He doesn't like to stand either, so that's fine. But let's just get onto this guy's articulation real quick. He has a swivel for a head, his mouth can open, his arms can hinge upwards and downwards a little bit. He has a ball joint for the shoulder, a double arm bend a double elbow bend, and has a sort of a bicep swivel due to the ball joint there. No waist swivel, which I'm not expecting it. It's a core class. His legs can kick back that far and front that far. He has sort of a chicken leg, but his leg can bend that back, bend far this back, and none front, and he has a ball joint for a foot. He's a ball jointed ankle here. He has the sideways foot, which means he can't actually pose at all with it. It's just there to be there. Kind of rushed it, but it's core class. What do you expect? Now, one little cool gimmick this guy can do is you can decapitate him, pop his head off, because that's how he died in The Last Night. I like Mohawk from the movie. I think he's one of the highlights of The Last Night. Even though he barely lasted, like, I'm pretty sure he didn't even have 4 minutes of screen time or something like that. But you can just pop his head back on by just pegging it back on its socket. So, Mohawk's only accessory is this knife, which you can just put into his hand, just peg it right into his hand, and there you go. He did have actually 2 of these in the movie, in The Last Night, but you can barely even see him anyway, so it doesn't bother me at all. Plus, it's Mohawk. I don't even think he sailed very well, and he doesn't like to stand, like I already said. Now, one thing I have to say about Mohawk is that he has a very simple transformation due to him being a core class. So first, just flip his head up like that and push that back like so. Then put the legs forward and grab this little assembly here and push it upwards to make the front part of the bike. And then just push these upwards and tab them in right there. And then these will fold upwards and tab in right there. Do the same on this side. So push these up, tab them in, fold these back, and then tab them in. Then finally the legs, you're just gonna wanna flip these back like so, and do the same on this side. Flip the leg back, tab the legs in together, and then this will just tab right there, and it untabbed on the arm. But this is pretty much Mohawk's bike. It's actually quite nice. I really like Mohawk's bike. So that is Mohawk's alt mode. Don't know why I decided to transform Mohawk before doing size comparison, so here's size comparison. First off, here he is next to Bayway Sentinel Prime. Here's Mohawk next to Bayway Optimus Prime. And here he is next to Revenge of the Fallen Studio Series Bumblebee. Finally, here he is next to another core class, being Generations Optimus Prime. I believe that's what it is. And there's my review on Studio Series core class Mohawk. My next review will be on Studio Series Bumblebee movie Skywarp.